And after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet. And after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet. And after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet.
Late night with the DOXX Report. Docs, are you becoming this lady like Daniel? Oh, please. I don't need, that's, well, let's start over here. You know, there's a saying in sports, it ain't over until the fat lady sings. Because an opera reference. But in this case, it ain't over till the lady gets her money. All the money she wants. Gildan, Docs, are you becoming this lady like Docs? Well, how dare you? How dare you? I was so shocked to see him in that blue dress and the hat. It's like that. That's pathetic. I mean, that's sad. You're elderly, fine, okay, yeah. Society shuns the elderly. You know, I know it. We all know it. I mean, nobody wants to get old, but you know, to put on a dress, yeah, come on now. Well, that's true too. You know, I should add that on there. Have a leadership, discipline, diligence, integrity, civility, punctuality. Yes, and, you know, this was. Not the only show I was, because I listened to the Jacks, I listened to the Holiday Man, the show he had on the other night, and there was Green Room and talking about James Dean, which I have a link in the description if you want to see a good behind the scenes thing about the actors, about that movie. And also, I can't handle Archie and Mark and Tom, and I can't take it. So I was watching Cool Hand Luke. There's a link in the description. If you really want to see a good movie, when movies were good, that'd be Cool Hand Luke. Link in the description. Full screen, by the way, free on YouTube. So I did have another, I was going to go with two. I couldn't get the thumbnail right. And then I was also going to go, because they were talking about James Dean. And the Green Room has an interest in it. So I was going to go with this thumbnail, which I think is pretty good. Starring in A Gamer Without a Cause. I kept telling it, give him the hair of James Dean, and it didn't know what to do. So anyway, that's where we're at. Maybe I can save it for another time. Oh, I don't think so. And Daniela is living her best life. I don't know where that goes. I am shocked that he can stand on his head. I don't think I'd want to do that. I do wish they had a neck machine at the fitness center, but they don't. Because I did, believe it or not, I'm one of the few people that ever hurt their neck meditating. Because I was looking up, and then when I brought my head down, I heard a pop. But they have a neck machine at Gold's Gym where you do right angles. And man, it would just glow with endorphins, I guess. I mean, it would just felt great. Dr. Bob, greetings. Well, that's true. That's where it comes from. What we got here is a failure to communicate. Yeah. It's a classic, but I've seen it so many times. I can't, I just find something to watch. All right, he's got enough. There, green room, he's got the attention. All right, let's go to family court. How do they handle things down in Australia? Dr. Bob, if you want a link, let me know. I can email you one. Let's get a brief practical overview of the Australian family law structure. So the answer is not based on outdated court names or rules. In Australia, divorce is handled mainly through the Federal Circuit and Family Court of Australia. A divorce order legally ends the marriage. So Archie, prove it. Because last night he's talking about like it's he said he's divorced, and then I just played you the clip. He says when the divorce is final. So he's getting close. So why else would he pack his bags? And I don't think she's going to play ball with his ideas. I think she's had enough of that. Pavel. Let's see. The shroom has found his home, ironically, on the stream only made possible by the Central Florida Network. Yeah, and then I went over there a day and a half before, and he never came on. I mean, I guess I would have hung out with him a little bit, but I can't have a conversation with him. I think it's a generational thing. It's too wide a gap. Oh, I got to put the governor was on television last night. He is fantastic. He walked through, how government should answer to the people and financing, and every budget he's done has been less than the year before. Now that's governance. That is great. He's thinking about, the middle class. I'm gonna splice it up and get some clips from that, I think. Well, I don't know if he's finally. He kind of hangs out there. He's not doing much on his channel. And I went in. I searched for Bateman _NZ. That's gone. I couldn't find it. Is tourism frowned? What are you saying? Sex frowned on Australian? I don't know. Oh. Well, I'm sure the wife has had enough of it. Is sex tourism frowned on in his marriage? I don't know. I don't think so. He gets to do anything he wants, and just live stream it. I mean, how stupid do you have to be to do that? B Tech is here. Hi there. There he is. Dr. Bob says, "Hey, man." All right. So let's get back to the family court. Federal Circuit. In Australia, divorce is handled mainly through the Federal Circuit and Family Court of Australia. All right. Yes. Now this I didn't know, and I was set back a little bit about this to report on it. Property settlements are separate from divorce. A property settlement deals with dividing assets, debts, superannuation, businesses, homes, and financial resources after separation. Couples can agree privately, use dispute resolution, formalize the agreement with consent orders or a financial agreement, or ask the court to decide if they cannot agree. That's really a good idea to separate those two out. Because the divorce court is so, they go on for a long time over here. Separate the assets, the property out, separate agreements. Grant them the divorce. It's better on the kids, I think. The key deadline: if you were married, you generally must apply for property settlement or spousal maintenance. You think he's applying for that? I need spousal maintenance. Within 12 months after the divorce becomes final. I don't think it's final. He just said it wasn't final. When it goes through, that means it's not final. After the divorce, from, let's see, relationships or something else. So briefly, divorce ends the marriage. Property settlement divides the financial property issues. They are related but legally separate down in Australia. Interesting. Learned something tonight. So I thought maybe it did go through he said he got divorced 4 years ago. But as you heard, when it goes through, so prove it, show the degree. How long? Let's say they do go through settlement. How long can you have your name tied up with each other? I guess now you're just business partners. Let's see. In Australia, yes, there is a time limit to apply to the court for a property settlement after divorce, but that does not automatically remove both names from a property title. For a married couple, once the divorce is final, a person generally has 12 months to file an application for property or financial orders. I think they're doing both simultaneously. I think she wants that, right? Because he says after the divorce is final, I still haven't done property settlement. Is that the quote? I have it here because I printed out a transcript. What do I do? Okay, here it is. Quote, I haven't done the property settlement yet. No, let me back up. He's talking to timely behavior, or about timely behavior. And he's saying, even though he's referring to timely behavior, even though you're twice as wealthy, 2.5 times, I think, two and a half times richer than me, and after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet, but that would be probably big bucks, big bucks. Now, do you normally get rich after divorce? No, not in America, unless he's going to sell some assets. And the house, I don't know what, he's saying it's $1 million, over $1 million. It's only worth what it sells for. So, that would be terrible if he got a lump sum out of that. You still got to do housing. You're not going to be in another home. You can't afford to buy another home, right? Not at those prices. So, but you're at an age now. You're older. Do you really want to be mowing a lawn? I mean, you get an apartment, or downsize if you were smart. If you live below your means, get a caravan. Go live in a caravan. We call them trailers over here, but I don't know if that's possible in Australia. It gets so damn hot. But we'll come back to the transcript. Comment. Ooh, falling behind the comments. Well, he's sniffing around. Is that why AC? No, but he's not a divorce attorney, though. He is screwed. There's too much evidence on YouTube. She gets whatever she wants. You wait. Is that why AC3 is so chummy with Chief Titty, seeking discount legal financial representation? Not in the divorce. You need a divorce specialist. She just wants to get the hell out of there. I think she comes from money. And she's working. And she's got that retirement. I don't think, and I thought I heard him saying, well, she's hanging around to get the inheritance from his dad, and then he's hanging around to get her retirement, splitting that up. But I don't think so. I just read to you that the divorce is not final, so I think she's going, let's get it clean when, it's done. But he's packing his things out of there, so that may go on the market, right? He said he's not coming back to it. Because why? May not be there. Maybe she has to pay AC3 alimony. So she's dragging her feet. But I don't think so. I hope not. Well, McLobster, I don't pay for it. And I'm pretty picky. McLobster. Lex, how's it possible that Archie gets more tail? I put it up there. What the hell? I don't care. Listen, I'm a little bit older than he is, okay? Lex, how's it possible that Archie gets more tail than you with your fitness regimen versus his resemblance to a man? Okay, I got to give you the real credit for this. Hang on. I'm sorry. Alex, how's it possible that Archie gets more tail than you with your fitness regimen versus his resemblance to a manatee? Oh, gee, God, hey, honey. Because he plays to play, yeah. We're all motivated by that printout will give you his motivation, an insight into the that's one way to live your life. Spend it all, be done with it. I mean, you could be like Errol Flynn and just end up penniless. That's one way to do it. Anyway, back to court. Property can, now this is off ChatGPT. A property can remain legally in both spouses' names for years or even decades. Do you think she wants to be tied to him for decades in a business thing? If nobody transfers, sells, refinances, see, you can't refinance it, according to this thing, or gets court consent order dealing with it. I guess they could refinance it. But he's not divorced yet. The divorce itself does not automatically divide property or change the title. The Federal Circuit and Family Court says property adjustments applications for married couples must be made within 12 months. All right. He's not there yet. The danger of leaving it unresolved is that both people may remain tied to the asset and any mortgage or rates or insurance, tax issues or future sale disputes. Or what about a crazy partner, doing the HELOC? If the deadline, but he's putting that money back in because he has to. If the deadline is passed, the person seeking a court property settlement may need special permission, blah, blah, blah. So the practical answer is yes, title can remain in both names for decades, but the right to ask the family court to divide the property is time limited after a divorce. Anyone in that position, especially this poor woman, should get Australian family law advice immediately, especially before selling, refinancing, transferring title, or assuming the other spouse has lost all the rights. Yeah, she has to go talk to if they hired any kind of investigator to look at his channel, they got him. Let's see. Gee, God, what the slapsies are paid for, baby. Now, nobody's talking about something else besides this. Lux has been officially terminated. He can't get the divorce done, but Lux has, what do we got here? Gonski. Maybe I should turn this down. For the record.
What do you think's going to happen, hey? You lose enough money for long enough, eventually I'm going to cut the fucking show. So he's Gonski. That's it. Gone. Gonski.
He's gone, but he's available. I think that's the reason they're probably getting close to the divorce and the settlement. Because you don't want to walk into court with having employees. You got to get rid of those employees. So he's on call. He'll be ready. He's in the background waiting. So he's got everything boxed up. It's all crated. And he said, I've heard him say it, he's not going back. He gone. That's right, he Gonski. Now, let's go to the transcript. Now, this is from 2 nights ago. And this is insight into the madness. Now, he calls it something else, but I'll give you my analysis. This is at the 1 hour, 10 minute, 23 second mark. Oh, Let's get it up. Let's get the, so we know we're on the same page here. And I'll give credit. We got to give credit to CB on this one. There he is. Archie. You always make the mistake to go shopping for others with your wallet. You have to think of the different buying power. Now, Mark is there, and who else is there? Upper right, Mark Goldberg. Lower right, Mike the Mistake. Lower right would be Doc, BMW, or whatever it is, BW, whatever, BBW. So I had to cut them out of there. So I recorded it, but it was too long, and then I thought, okay, I'll make a transcript out of it. Keep those comments coming. You got to keep me awake. I drank a pot of coffee this morning, and I did minimal yard work, and I just woke up. You know, I went to bed at 8:30 or 8 o'clock, and I woke up, and I thought, well, I promised to show like at 10:55 anyway, or 11:55. I just will do it. Mac Lobster, gee, don't you think, well, yeah, she's a willing participant. He had to go around the world to find somebody. I'm not traveling to go find somebody. Gee, don't you think Mrs. Eliza willing? Yeah, for a limited amount of time. He can't close the deal there. He needs a landing place. If this divorce goes through, and he gets some money, but he's got to get housing. He can't afford living. He can't buy another house at the prices over there. Yeah, of course she's willing. TW. I don't know. How's our good friend TW? And then Green Room, he was on with Dr. Bob and the Holiday Man. And he says, well, what's the relationship between Lex and Lux? There is no relationship. He's a snake. I do have, we go back a little bit because I did the Lex report, and I copied his coloring and his logo. And he didn't like that. And then he wanted to talk to me one day. No, then he claimed I ruined his channel because I went with the Lex report. I changed it. You know, I told you that story. Once Timmy kept calling me the DOXX Report, so I decided to go with the DOXX Report. And he called me. He texted me. And he says, well, let's set up a phone call. I go, well, what do you want to talk about? That's all I asked him, and he just blew up. Yeah, F you, fucker, you. Oh, man, he's a snake, up to no good. God was laughing. Does A3 do birthday and graduation parties? For his kids? What do you think? Tap on that. Don't start that. Well, let's quelch it right now. Tap on the shoulder. Rumor that you and Lux are ready to start a show. No. I'm the Lone Ranger. Do my own thing. Well, she does, and then she wants him back. Or he gets pissed off. Remember, he got pissed off and left, and he went to that really terrible hotel because she won't close the deal. He needs a landing. He needs a home. He needs a roof over his head. Well, but he has to leave. Well, now he's going for 6 months. Now, do you really think he's going to go to Vietnam and all these other places? He's going to spend 6 months with her? Now, that'll be interesting. Yeah, just keep it that way. He's always got Daddy's garage. And he doesn't have a return ticket. I think he wants to be over there, hey, honey, I'll sign the papers and get out of town. Get everything signed, split the property, be done with it, and then just go do his thing with Mrs. Lai. Just hang out with her for 6 months. See if he can make it long term. That's probably what's going on. She probably pays AC3 a living wage, and he gets the maid's quarters. No, actually, he gets the son's room. That's her son's room. You know that. He's away to college over in America. Not a bad arrangement. Well, what will she go for? Will she accept the hobosexual on a semi-permanent basis? No, it's not, JT. You're wrong. Mrs. Lai there's one woman, and when you see that room, when you see the dorm room, that's her son's room, that's where he's at. Every time he ends up there. It's not a generic term for multiple Asian women. Now, he may travel out or may go around, but no, you got that wrong. And I'm in the new business. I have to get it right. True. Let's go. I can't look at Archie for that long. Let's go something else. Gamer without a cause. Archie also owns investment property. Archie owns nothing. He has a mortgage. He has 2 mortgages. So the marriage has produced totally unlike timely behavior, where you get things paid off. He owns 2 properties. Timely behavior owns his home and another one, a vacation home. And even Mark Goldberg said something very intelligent. He says you have to live below your means. Of course, Archie doesn't even process that. So he has 2 mortgages. So he went from a single mortgage where he could have paid off the house. He hadn't done that. So he got in debt, even further into debt. He gets a second mortgage. But he owns nothing. He has 2 mortgages. Yeah, you can sell them, yeah. But where are you going to live? No docs as parenthesis. No docs. No to what, Gilden? Appearances. No appearances. No docs appearances. Whatever that means. Men, Lex, what do you make of the trend carrying a handbag? Do you think? Now, come on. You have to really bring up Jackson in this. I don't like wallet or keys in my pockets unless I just don't like it. So I have a running pack, front pack with a zipper, and it just fits. I have a small wallet and a set of keys, and I love to do that. I like to have my pockets free. Put a list in or a receipt, but I don't want my wallet or my keys in my thing. Handbags, I guess they have a place. I don't have one. Oh, look who's here, Boris. Boris, I'm the only, why am I so popular? Because nobody else is streaming. So, I thought if I come on, somebody will come on. Maybe the diner will open up. Hey, is he really getting high? Let me know. Let's see. Well, no, this is JT. Maybe he's got something here. Women he, AC3, traveled to Melbourne with, who briefly was caught on camera, was called, well, no, she did visit Melbourne. Now, I think that's the same woman. Woman in China also caught on camera for a second, but a different woman. Really? You could tell you're that quick? Also called Mrs. I think it's one and the same, but okay. I could be wrong on that. But every time when he shows up in that room, it's the same room. Are you telling me all these different women have the same room? That's some motel room that he uses? No, that's Mrs. Lai. The legend goes, her husband, maybe she's still married, but he's got a girlfriend, a younger girl. And she employs the services of the hobo, H-O-B-O, sexual. No, when I use the term Mrs. Lie, I mean Mrs. Lie. Okay, back to the transcript. Now, this is Archie's own words, a transcript. And he's answering CB's super chat. Archie said, this is Archie now. Well, that's what happened. See, I actually had a chat to Timely behavior. I said, Timely, you're such a responsible person, paid off house, paid off holiday home. Man, you're not somebody who goes and buys, and you're not stupid enough to go and lease an 80,000 BMW like some idiots out there, which he's talking about himself. He's beating himself up. He calls himself stupid, and he calls himself an idiot. But now that's interesting. You know, he's sensible, right? Now he's talking to the others. He's talking to Mark and Doc that timely behavior is sensible. You know he's sensible, right? I, on the other hand, even though I'm nowhere near as wealthy as him, I am foolish. Okay, so he's called himself stupid, idiot. Now he's foolish. Enough to actually cross the threshold and do stupid things. And I got to tell you something. And sometimes you got to pay the piper. And that's the title of today's show, Pay the Piper. I sold it off because I'm broke as pokers. F-face. I can't afford all this luxury expense anymore. Yeah, because you're going through a divorce and property settlement. I can't afford all of this crazy. I got to be honest with you. You know that's the way it is there, CB. You know, I called Timely and I said, Timely, you're not the sort of guy. You may have double the wealth of me, but you're not the sort of guy who does irrational, irresponsible things. Now, he's calling himself irrational, irresponsible. So some people will deliberately, guys saying, I'm going to live a life in the fast lane, I'm going to spend it all. I don't want to have any money when I check out. He's not that guy. It's something else. I said, get yourself a 5196, a Patek 5196. It's half the money. It'll give you all the pleasure. See, that's the reason he buys. He gets pleasure. It's not because he's irresponsible. That's the way he's an addict. He wants the attention. He gets pleasure to have that, and you don't have it. See, now he's revealing himself, his true nature. It's half the money. It'll give you all the pleasure. Now listen to this. You'll be full. Full. What does that mean? That means you'll be loved. You'll feel good about yourself. You'll be satisfied. But he never is satisfied, is he? Rolex collection? Not working anymore. Get rid of it. 1 Patek, 2 Patek, 3 Patek, 4, and on to 5. Still didn't work for him. He will never be full. Momentarily, that's where the addiction comes in. It handles the situation. When you're addicted, in his case, he craves attention. That will wear off. He's got to get the next fix. Again, quote, it's half the money. It'll give you the pleasure. He's projecting on to, that's what he gets. You'll be full. Again, he's projecting on, but he doesn't buy one. Timely behavior does not buy it to feel pleasure or to feel full. He's just saying, it's a nice watch. I've arrived. Yeah. Nobody treats their watches like you do, Archie. Continue. You don't need to spend the big. That's for crazy idiots like me. No, you're diseased. You have a condition. You should have been in therapy a long time ago. Crazy idiots like me who will use 7 credit cards to actually buy that watch. It's not about how rich you are. I got to tell you this, Timely. It's not about how rich you are. It's about how foolish you are. You're craving. You're an addict. Sorry. I know people don't want to hear this, but You'll never understand Archie unless you read up on grandiose narcissism. It's not about, let's see, there's a difference. It's about how foolish you are. There's a difference. It's not how rich you are. Yeah, he doesn't care if he's rich. He's got to get the high. It's how, like a BMW, you'd never buy one, even though you're twice as wealthy, 2.5 times, I think, 2.5 times richer than me. And after this divorce goes through, hadn't gone through, I haven't done the property settlement yet, but that would be probably big bucks, big bucks. You got to sell some property. Well, if they're worth as much as you say they are, you're going to do well. But you know what? I'm the sort of guy who's foolish enough to have to actually go and lease an $80,000 car. You had to have it. You had to feel good about yourself. You had to feel full. I am foolish enough to have 7 credit cards to buy that watch with no ways of paying it back. That's how I am, man. There you go. There's your Archie's confession. Oh, let's get something else up there. The villages in the evening. Villages in the evening. Comments? Davy Small. All the quote professional women unquote have the same name. Oh, that beautiful girl that was in there? She was not his girlfriend, the one at the fitness center. This is somebody else. She is really cute, but I joke with the other guy because when we both are looking at her, I go $1,000. Now he's married, you know. He said he wouldn't remarry, and he says he would just play around. He wouldn't remarry. Yes, it's not about being faithful. It's about she's got money. He won't be faithful to any. The only person he's faithful to is himself. No, she's got money and she's got resources and will spend it on him. He'll hang around. Absolutely. JT, you think Arch is faithful to one woman? Think about it. No, I am thinking about it. He's scheming. If he can keep all these properties and go over there, I mean, here's the ideal thing. The divorce gets finalized and they hang on to their properties. Great. And he gets free rent over there with Mrs. Lai. He's going to give it 6 months. And he's either going to get the boot, because he bought a one-way ticket, and then he's going to come back. Now, will he hit a few other places? Maybe, if he doesn't get this deal done. Yeah. Davy Smalls, did they finally get rid of Bateman? Well, I guess some kind of strike. Well, Bateman took down the channel. I didn't subscribe to it, but it's not up there now. All right, I got to push the water. Hang on. Of course, Bateman doesn't learn. I mean, you know that from his employer, ex-employer. Archie nuked Mame Lord Patrick Bateman, says B-Tech. Mac Lobster. And yet he will leave no doubt for a government. Well, he's got kids. He's not going to leave his kids anything, is he? He's got 3 sons. McAlobster, one might say AC3 has lived a life of travel and adventure, debauchery, drunkenness, silliness, frivolousness, and yet He will leave no endowment for a government institution. Everything is a trade-off. It's not easy. Oh, look at this. B-Tech. Timely and that other Aussie guy, Chief Titty, are too good for the Brisbane Boken. Espresso. DOXX. Can someone be too far gone spiritually? Well, but I don't think that's really spiritual. You're in this world. You have to live in this world. You know, but it's, there's a James Bond movie title, The World Is Not Enough. I was going to get the theme song to it, but then it's a copyright, and I got a strike now. I got to write it out. And so Archie looks at, I mean, you can, but see, Archie's different. He craves this stuff. It's an addiction. Now, other guys will go, I just want to, this is how I'm going to live my life and be rational about it. But he's not rational. That's the difference. But I agree. I'm not satisfied with the world either. When there's a spiritual plane, a higher plane, that's better than this. So I seek things, but they're not material things. The only real thing you have is spirituality, because the baubles and the watches or the knives or the flashlights or the firearms are just, you know, I got a couple of them. I got some of them, but it's not where happiness is. It's not where joy is found. But can be too far gone spiritually. Well, it's not an intellectual thing. Once you've had some experiences, once you've meditated and seen some things, and you go, oh, there is something to this. It changes. Problems are easier to solve, and you know you're not alone. So it's not a faith. You know you're not alone. I'm not one of the faithful. Say it together. Spiritually centered. I drove under that bridge. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because this is Spanish. This is quite a bit. I don't know which way you came in. I drove under that bridge when I met you at the Wawa. Hey, congratulations on your successful procedure. I watched some of that. Oh, you talking about it? Wawa. Let's give him a Wawa. Come on. Wawa.
Wawa. Wawa.
Oh, they're running for a limited time. They have pulled pork breakfast burritos. Oh my God, those are good. So as long as it runs, that's what I'm going to be getting. And I customize it. Like, let's see, I get the scrambled eggs, pulled pork, scrambled eggs, cheddar cheese, salsa, and they got this special barbecue sauce. Plus, I get a little sauce on the side, pepper. With a coffee, Colombian coffee. Oh, bachelor paradise. What, you see an ambulance in that photo? It's amazing you captured an ambulance on its way to another Viagra overdose. All right. I'll give you credit on that one. Hang on. Macalopsa, it's amazing you captured that ambulance on its way to another Viagra overdose. Well, there are some guys, I believe, they're kind of younger though. I mean, they're juicing. You just, there's some kind of steroid stuff going on there. But I don't know. I mean, what happened to narc? Did he get infected with the? Does he inject? I don't know. AD never calling. Apparently, it lasted longer than 6 hours. McLobster down, boy. Boris. Hey, D. Never Calling, it's good to know you're still alive and you have a passion. You don't want to lose that passion for life. And that pig heart survives. He doesn't have a transplant, does he? Celebration with a new Sprechenzone Shida. You can't tell this guy anything. He's not going to listen. BTEC, Abateman should focus on his life career building, not this toxic space. Is it worth it? Right. Or these gamers out there, you know. You know, the gamers that are kind of wasting away. I don't want to, you know who I'm talking about. Mecha Lobster, Arrow, you're glad you're okay? To Patrick. Funny how the easy, oh yeah, whatever happened to him? Gilda, funny how the easy eye disappeared after dining with AC3. Did they actually get together? I don't think they even met up, did they? Yeah, correct the record. That's right, for the record. 80 Never Calling. I have an American human heart. Boris, no, I'm not going to put that. Nah, I'm not going to put up. No, I can't. No, it's late at night, but I'm not going to go there. Times through hard times? Now, that's a very good question. When... Boris, Doc, did you find yourself seeking spiritual enlightenment? Well, I didn't even know what enlightenment meant, but I just wanted to know. I just wanted to know. The therapist told me to find God, and I immediately thought, oh, got to go back to Mormonism? No. See how I confused the two? Doc, did you find yourself seeking spiritual enlightenment during tough times? I think what you mean. Through times or all times? Well, I say my prayers every morning. Let's see, I find myself gravitating more towards the spiritual during dark times. Well, the old Lex would go, just pick me up, God. Just pick me up, dust me off, and let me do my thing. Well, then what happens? You fall again. So if your partnership, but here's the trick, here's the glitch, or the catch, God's seen your partner. And see, a lot of people can't do that. So, but I got out of therapy, and then my therapist got pancreatic cancer, and he passed away. And I went around church to church, and then I heard Dr. Masters on the phone recording, and I started going to the Spiritual Church Institute. And there'd be like 12, 15 people in there, but it was great. And I started he had a little library there, and I bought some books, and because I just wanted to know. So really, it's after you're down, you're sick and tired of being sick and tired or semi-depressed, and then you seek help. Now you're the new bottle. You've dealt with your issues. Now you can accept new wine because you're a new bottle. But yeah, it's great to have. I don't know if he's on an exercise regimen. I never heard him talking about exercise. I know his wife's like a 5K girl. AD Never Calling. Thanks, everybody. Never, Davey, never. He's not going to, no. He lost a lot of weight. Got to tell you that. Come on, Davey. I'm giving her 80 okay. I was on aspirin for a while, but they tell you not to do that. Doctor took me off of it. I thought it was like preventive. They said, don't even do it. It's not recommended now. Yes, correct. Doctors don't recommend it. No, they don't. Well, it's just a 51, what is it, 51 microgram or something? They said the risk stomach bleeding outweigh. Okay. So what else have I got for you tonight? Went through that. Lux is gone. The morning show is gone. Patrick's channel is gone. Bateman's channel, is gone. What else? The divorce has not been final. The divorce is hasn't gone through yet for Archie, and he hasn't done the property settlement yet. Well, sometimes I wonder if I should go and get checked out, but I wonder what the symptoms are, Because when I'm in this high humidity when I'm working out, I go like, man, this is, I usually don't perspire at all, really, because I've been doing it for so long. But I had that polyester shirt on, and like, shit, so that's for winter only. I wonder if I should, I feel like I'm doing a stress test every time I'm over there. Davey Small, for primary, JT, for primary prevention, yes. For secondary prevention, people, in other words, it's not recommended, but for secondary prevention, people who've had heart attacks, they still recommend it. Since the risk profile flips the other way again, okay. AD, the doctors shave your family. I think they go on the inside of the leg, Dr. Bob. It's quite, well, I guess depends on the degree of it if they have to actually open your chest, but some of them now, it's amazing what they can do. Oh, 80 milligram, let's see. Yes, 80 never calling, yes, 81 milligram aspirin, Plavix 75, Sartan 40, 25. You can get all that on generics. Plus all the supplements, full disclosure. Oh, you don't believe in that plastic bullshit, do you? Do you drink from plastic water bottles? Do you think they're bad, man? Correction, metoprolol 25, okay. It's in the record. It'll be in the transcript. Who, me? No, I'm not going the hemp route. You got to get some hemp and a lightweight merino wool shirt. No, I was like, because I think I bought these. I like the colors, and it was in the wintertime, and it's a little cooler over there, and it was great because a tank top going over there when it's 40 degrees and the wind blowing, or I got to take a coat. But now in the summertime, it's like and it's a little warmer. I go, what the hell is? And it's tight. It's a tight shirt, so it doesn't breathe, and it's 94% polyester and 6% spandex. I go, holy shit! I got to put this away. Oh, it's silly. It's just another thing. It's another bullshit. Remember when the Apple, the stars came out, Meryl Streep, some kind of, they put wax on the apples, or they colored the apples, or some nonsense. It's like man-made global warming. They want you to live, like paupers while the elites, those that have jobs, government jobs. I just drink out of the tap. In fact, I'll drink some more right now. Water. AD never calling. I believe Plavix has kept me alive more than anything. Slippery blood is good. Oh, the hemp shirt. Oh, I didn't even think of that. I'm a fan of cotton, but the hemp, I'll have to look for that. I thought you were saying like the cannabis, but you meant the hemp material. AD has it. Look at this, Boris. I have the hemp bamboo cotton T-shirts and polos. Getting the full medical history of Patrick. I've been on aspirin and Plavix since 2005. Well, I'm 72, and all I take is vitamin D and allopurinol, 100 milligram, for keep the gout away, the uric acid low. Excuse me, and 10 milligram atorvastatin every other day. Keeps my lipid panel in order. I think I'm going to be around for a while, but you never know. I mean, the guy, there was one guy over at the fitness center. He was very serious. His weight was down, and he was walking around taking notes all the time. At the locker there, they have some lockers inside. I started a conversation with him, and I asked him about his diet, and he goes, "Well, that's a little tricky." Oh, really? Yeah. He goes, "I have pancreatic cancer." I go, "What?" Pancreatic cancer, but he's on an experimental drug, and he's had pancreatic cancer for 2 years. That's unbelievable, but I haven't seen him for a while. So when you go, you got to go. When you got to go, you got to go. Davey, if you're going to try and avoid any food or beverage plastic, you might as well starve yourself. Yeah, what, computer models? The extreme estimates for microplastic exposure were recently discovered to have been due to some bad science. JT, apparently the sensors were picking up the plastics shedding from the gloves the experimenters were doing their measurement. Oh, come on, that's funny. That's true. Dr. Bob's nightmare. Hose water and lead pipes never hurt us, man. I have such a small kitchen area underneath the. I wouldn't mind some kind of setup, but I'm pushing it all the time. I filter my tap water, Davey Smalls, B-Tech. Let's see, yeah, man, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. I bought glass water bottle. I smashed both accidentally, man. Like terrible glass if you drop. Gee, in the water bottle. Let's see. We got good tap water. That comes from Hetchy Reservoir in Yosemite. Yeah. Well, like Idaho's got great water, too. The Northwest. We got good tap water, Dr. Bob. Comes from Hetchy Reservoir in Yosemite. Oh, the clothing's expensive, but lifetime warranty not to shrink, stretch, or tear. Really, hemp? Chicago water, no good. Switch to wine in the morning, baby. All right. 1 hour. I also did research on, I think it was, who was the guy? Value Shopper. He told me that you can, let me go to my tax folder. On my required minimum distribution, here we go. Look at, okay, the deductions. Now, wait a second. IRMA. Here we go. RMD and IRMA. What is IRMA? Income-related monthly adjustment amount. If you make too much money, it's an extra Medicare surcharge paid by higher income people on top of their regular Medicare Part B and Part D premiums. Now, I do have an older crowd here listening. Medicare looks at your income from 2 years earlier. For example, 2026 Medicare premiums are based on your 2024 tax forms. So I did do a little research on this. Because the very successful guy, or one of them, he told me, well, once you pass that criteria, it's permanent. I go, you got to be kidding me. And where did I have it? Okay. So I asked ChatGPT, I turned 73 in 2027. If and when I meet the threshold for IRS IRMA and it is implemented for me, will it be permanent or is it calculated yearly? No, IRMA is not permanent. It is recalculated every year. The income-related monthly adjustment amount. It's an extra charge added to Medicare Part B and Part D premiums when your income is above the IRS threshold. My threshold as being single is $109,000. I don't think I'm going to be hitting that anytime soon because it's your, well, I guess all I'm on now is Social Security payments. So when I do the required minimum distribution, then it may go up. So if you turn 73 in next year, 2027, your income could affect your 2029 Medicare premiums if you go over the threshold. That's all. So IRMA is yearly, not permanent. But because of the 2-year look back, a high income year can affect your Medicare premiums 2 years later for you Medicare Social Security payment recipients. And next year is going to be a big year for me as far as taxes go, because I gotta do my required minimum distribution, and since I am someone preparing my taxes, I have to get it done in the first of the year because she won't know what I have to pay, and I'm just going to pay it up front. But you can wait if you want to. You don't have to pay it. You don't have to take it out when you're 73. You can wait for the next year, but then you're going to have two. You have to take the next one before December 31st for that year. So I'm not doing that. So it's going to be each year, January, I'm going to do my, and according to Fidelity and Vanguard, they're going to put the amount right on the front web page. And then I'm just going to do it, and then I'll just save it for her. So I had to create another folder for RMDs. And then she can tell me what I'll owe, and I'll just say, well, I don't want to do vouchers, just give her my checking account, my credit union, and they have them I'll pay the tax. But this year, I will not have any taxes because I'm only on payments. And then I'm looking up, now remember the one big beautiful bill and our president saying no taxes on Social Security. Well, I'm going to ask her, did I pay any tax on my Social Security? And that's a lot different than no taxes on anyone who's on Social Security. So it should be interesting. But where's my deductions? Standard deductions, what do I do with that? RMD. Well, it's confusing, and that's the reason I have a woman do it, because the standard deduction is high anyway. It's like 16,500, and then there's another 2,050, and then there's the one big beautiful bill, which gives you an extra 6,000. So then I thought, well, maybe I should move some money now. Now, just wait. So I may not have any taxes in 2027. And even if I do, they're going to be not much. I'll be in a lower tax bracket. I don't know if you can even get beer in plastic. Can you? I don't think so. Isn't it all glass? Dr. Bob, plastic water bottle, I'll do, but I'm not buying any beer in plastic bottles. I'm not much of a beer drinker. Yeah, God bless Big Pharma, right, Davey? Big Pharma's keeping Patrick alive. AD never calling, yes, Davey, and Metatronic drug-eluting stents. So what's... Well, you have like a genetic component, but did you sense the blockage? I mean, what are the signs? I don't know. I have to talk to my preferred care provider, PCP, primary care provider. And say, what should I go take a stress test, or something? Or I don't have any symptoms. My heart rate is low. But I get, I do take naps now. Sometimes I just fall asleep watching YouTube. Required minimum distributions, baby. Big Pharma is not the devil. Oh. I don't think it is either. It's the American attitude. They want to be obese and give me a tablet. I'm sorry, Patrick. Or just and I'm waiting for the class action suit on that because that's coming. They'll find something, but it's like get some exercise. It depends on your case. All right, I get it. If it's genetic, it's a different thing. Kind of like it. 80 never calling. You could take some this year, Doxy. Why not? Just a little. What, cannabis? No, I ain't going down that road. I still have a passion. I have passion for life. Dr. Bob, don't trust YouTube doctors, man. I did ask him about that one time. I asked him about cannabis, I think, and he just kind of gave me that look like, are you serious? Gee, God, it's all about copper pipes, man. Those guys, McLobster, not forget, you don't hear much about asbestos anymore. These guys are killing it. Gildan, DOXX is an ED, MMMM, everyday multi-million. Well, that's net assets. I mean, that's net worth, excuse me. So it doesn't mean I have $2 million laying around cash, but I've got investments, got my home, and I got to get that video up with Governor DeSantis. That's the kind of guys you want to elect. He's lowered the budget, the state of Florida budget every year he's been in, lowered it. It was less than the year before. And this, I hope maybe they'll do away with home property taxes. That would be cool for homestead homes. But he's great to listen to. If you got a politician say, we want to fix this and we want to fix that, and they just higher taxes. You don't want them. Taxes doesn't get it done. Well, are they responsible for those two? Davy Smalls, people like Mike the Mistake and Uzi give Big Pharma a bad name. What did Big Pharma have to do with them? Gigadwa, what puts you out faster, Curly Clips or Elf Talk at the diner? No, I listen to some of these ASMR channels, you know, with the finger flutter, and some of them I'll just kind of just relax, and I'm gone. I'm out. So I enjoy it. I'm comfortable in the chair, and then I just kind of wake up again. But I can't listen to Curly, because if he can't, you know, get to the point. You know, he's just kind of long-winded. There's no point, you know, and the clips, and then he stops and goes, and I don't the diner I didn't listen to when he gets on. I can't watch it. I mean, I watched first 40 minutes a couple nights ago of Morty of the show, but well, Big Pharma doesn't make it. Dr. Bob Nightmare, Mike the Snake has smoked cannabis for years, and he's doing fine. That I know. Late night. Now we'll look at Mark. You're up late. I woke up. I went to bed at 8. Got up at, you know, a couple hours later, and I thought, well, I'll do a stream. Because once I get up, I know I drank a bunch of coffee this morning, and I really didn't hit it outside at all. Nothing hard. And I just kind of laid around inside. I was waiting for the rain, which never came. It's supposed to, you know, it's real hit and miss here. I'm glad I watered this morning. Unsubbing from Morty is the best way to fall asleep, reducing toxicity from the... Okay. Well, I know. I mean, you just move on. Davy Smalls, 80 feud with Morty may have contributed to your troubles. Uh-oh. Okay. What else have I got for you?
And after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet.
Luxy got the boot. You know that. He's gone Gonski.
I recently gave Luxy Poo the ass. He got the can, the boot, the sack. See you later, losers. Yeah, Luxy Poo's gone. That's why there's no morning show. I gave him the boot. He's Gonski. He's Gonski. He's gone. See you later. It wasn't bringing in enough money to cover the salary. I'm losing fucking money.
Yeah, I don't think he went very far, though. That relationship's going to last a little bit longer, I think. AD says, no, I do. I have this stent work done every 2 to 3 years. Who's Joe Jackson? Take care of yourself, AD. How did you like Joe Jackson? Lexi's in the shadows. You know, I would believe it more if I heard him arguing online. I mean, really argue. Big. But he just kind of, he's around. He didn't have a calling. It was good, Mark. Lots of good stuff recorded. Dr. Bob Luxy is a chocolatine vagabond. Chigadwa, Luxy's my favorite doctor in the verse. Every time I get some kind of phishing email, I think of Lux. I used to get phone calls, messages. Mark T. Joe Jackson is a rock musician. He wrote Stepping Out. Okay. And Davey Smalls, it's easier to keep track of who's not doxing. Well, the DOXX Report never doxes. I did read a law firm article on a case out of New Zealand, but it's public record. I could have read his name too, but I just, that's distasteful. So I didn't do it. Could have, it's still not doxing. You know, I kind of had almost a panic attack today because I was thinking, you know, they were asking Archie where he wants to live, that kind of thing. And I was thinking, what if he and his dad showed up in Central Florida, or the Villages? His dad can afford the Villages easily. Oh, God. Can you imagine? That would be terrible. Terrible. Our good governor deserves better than that. Dr. Bob, it was front page news. Bateman is a diva. A little delusional. Not only did he want his job back, he wanted time of service that he missed. He wanted to be credited for that. And he wanted back pay. Oh, you did? Well, let's see. You're in New Mexico. Is that, do you use heat pumps in New Mexico? Just bought a new AC system. I feel your pain. Well, he says it's going to get me. Oh, it's been great so far. I mean, it's been 56-degree air coming out of there. But he's going to replace everything this fall. So I have to give him a call, and he's going to give me some estimates. And he's going to put in an extra vent to get more air, you know, back to the system. The air handler. And then new pipes for the Freon or whatever they use, whatever they call it now, the coolant. And new heat exchangers, everything, inside and out. Look who's here. Look who's up late. The Villages, baby. That's right, the Villages. The friendliest town in America. No heat pumps, just regular system. Kept the furnace. Well, this house is all electric. My average bill in 2025, Duke Energy, was $112.58. The average bill for the entire year. Who's Mookie? That's right. It's Curly and Mookie. What's the other thing he says? Something else. Shake, shake, shake. It's the shakedown. That's it. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. There he is. Gamer without a cause. L.A. And he's James Dean look. It is 9 a.m. in Mauritius. Okay. Went with 2-stage upgrade from a single stage. Oh, the air handler, right? I want it when it's cool, when it's on. It is awful quiet. It's a multi-stage, so when it's like just a degree down or something. But whatever he recommends, I'm going to go with it. Because No matter what you spend, it's a 10-year warranty. That's it. So, all right, 1 hour, 20 minutes. Well, he has link for the holiday, man. He's, well, if he's up, I don't know if he's up. He would have contacted me, I think. But he's got his own channel now. He doesn't need this channel. Oh, 2-stage compressor. Oh, okay. It's worth it. Well, I'll have to ask him about that because I thought they spent, because I got a carrier, which they don't make anymore. There's the parent company that has their own temp star or something. What the hell? Let me go look. But he said the current one I have now is it's a 1-stage. The compressor's 1-stage. But my bill's only $113 a month. The average. Do I really need to spend extra thousands of dollars, for to lower that by a couple bucks? I mean, how low is low? Cough button. Well, let me get the name of that. Let's see. Air conditioning. Future purchases. Temp Star. That's probably what I'm going to get, I think. We'll see what he says. Europe is anti-air conditioning and nuclear power. They are geniuses. Yeah, they're so smart. Like the UK. They're sitting on all that North Sea oil. We don't want it. We're net zero. Where do they get their energy from? Norway. Where do they get their energy from? The North Sea. New Mexico has a humidity problem. Helps get rid of more humidity. I can see down here. Mookie says variable is best 2-stage. Well, I'll discuss it with him. Carrier is good. It was like a commercial grade, but you can't just get a carrier anymore. But they make the parent company makes this one. And they're made, their headquarters is in Tennessee. They do make some in Tennessee, and others are made in Mexico. Mark T, I got a Bryant, same company. Yes. Oh, I didn't give you the weather here. It is nice. In the evening, when the sun's down, 77 degrees Fahrenheit, that would be 25 degrees Celsius. Humidity, 88%, but it's only 77 degrees. Wind 5 miles per hour. Rain, we'll see. I sure hope so. Well, the executor of the will, it's going to go, everything goes to, let me get it here. The Marine Corps Law Enforcement Foundation. It is a, let's see, where's their, it's an IRS 501c3, 22-3357410. And it'll be sold and everything will go to that. They give out scholarships to fallen Marines' children to go to law enforcement. I tried to give Jax my iMac, but he doesn't have room for it. It's like, I don't know. He wants a smaller, he wants the iPad, he wants the MacBook. A smaller footprint at his home. I I don't try to understand it. He's got other, well, listen, he's getting cancer tumors cut out of him. So he's got a little, he has different priorities than you and I have. It's still going to be, well, it'll be the Mac operating system. It would be better. But you have to pay attention to the screen because you don't know if somebody's backstage or, and then there's sound effects you can do also. But why isn't Jax using the new laptop after complaining for 1 year about his iPad? I don't know. And if somebody drops off, he loses audio again. So, is that his, I don't know. That's just who he is. Oh, PC man. Mark, I just bought a new Dell. My Windows 7 was going obsolete. Yeah, so I don't even know what they have now. Oh, he did. I watched the show, or I listened to it. I didn't know that. You got Jack showed proof of MacBook last night. Really? Now we need law enforcement. Need them out there cracking heads. Make the scholarship for trade schools only. University will turn them kids into liberal lunatics. Well, God, wouldn't that be it? Yeah, I never thought of that. Well, hopefully they end up in law enforcement. Mookie, like a cookie. Keyboards get very dirty, hard to clean. Haven't any trouble with these. I got the a little dust there. I keep them covered. They don't gather dust because I have covers for both of them. Oh, look, they're agreeing with Dr. Bob. Well said, Dr. Bob. 100%, Dr. Bob. I don't know about that. Mac Lobster, it's hard to swallow that underprivileged children are using abacus and typewriters while the Mac Neo sits collecting dust. I watch some of this stuff on television. I could never do that job. I wouldn't. They get kicked and abused and these everybody that's on the ground now is I can't breathe. And the sovereign citizens. I got into this court thing where they're watching some of these sovereign citizens. It's like holy shit. And some of these guys can't stop talking, and the judge can issue up to 6 months in jail, and the guy just won't shut his mouth, and the judge is going 30 days, and the guy's going F you, F, and he goes 60 days, 90 days. Like, jeez. Yeah, it is high stress, absolutely. Well, you got to open it eventually. Mookie, dirty keyboard phobia. That's why he refuses to use MacBook Neo, my opinion. I'm getting use out of mine. So Del Boca Vista has a gate for golf carts. It's not for automobiles. And somehow it got hit or damaged or vandalized. So now the opener, they have a garage door opener that opens the gate. I happen to I have a newer model, so they can reprogram mine, because they fixed it now. Now they say it's working, so I'm going to get mine reprogrammed. So I'm going to get on the bicycle, and I figure I can walk that over. I can get on the side streets, pedal up to almost to Wawa, and then I can walk the bike. The most dangerous part would be walking the bike across the highway. And once I get over into the villages, now they do have a crossover bridge, which we've been looking at. Where is it? right there. But you got to have your ID. You have to have your villager's ID to use the bridge. And I don't, to get in there, and I don't have that. But if I can walk across the street, and then I would like to get over on one of those the golf cart paths, and just go for a bike ride in the villages. Use my GoPro over there. Chigado says, return the Mac. I think he's going to open it some point. Well, I kicked him off the channel. He's been 86th from the DOXX Report. He's just getting out of hand. Dr. Dirk got kicked out of the estate planning. No, he was never in it. Is it mammy time? Well, let me go look for you. Maybe the diner's open. Maybe I could send you somewhere. Nick's on the diner. Marcello time. Mammy time all the time. No, that's 6:30 in the morning. You got a ways to go. And it's currently just after 1. I did have at one time. You can get the opener. I don't know what they got, the key fob or maybe they use a garage thing too. You could buy those. It would be nice to go over there. I wouldn't even ride my bike on. I would walk my bike across because you can't see. They come racing towards you, on that golf cart. Maybe my chances are better just walking the bike across the street. But I got my full, like when I used to walk, I have a reflective vest and I have the bright orange or I have the neon green. I could take it over and get on one of those golf cart paths that are on. I'm not going to go on the street over in the villages. No, that'd be not wise. All right, 1 hour, 33 minutes, ladies and gentlemen, 25 people watching. There's no place to send you. Any final words there, AC3? Any final words? You coming to the villages? You and Paul Pluta Sr.? That would be interesting.
And after this divorce goes through, I haven't done the property settlement yet.
Okay. Any body of water. I had one of the workmen here, and I can't remember which one it was. He says, I was born and raised here. Any body of water is potentially has an alligator because they get up and walk for miles during the mating season. Is there a risk of gator attacks going off-road there? Well, I used to shore fish at Lake Mead. I'm not shore fishing here anywhere. I mean, that's a bad way to go, to be dragged under, and then they twist and rip your leg off, and no, that's a bad way to go. And they're fast. When they want to run, they are fast. And see an old grandpa like me on the shoreline, just to get a largemouth bass? No. Even Lake Sumter, the artificial lake, they've got I think it's artificial. They got gators in there. No, you don't go swimming in Florida. That's not a smart thing to do. You got to be around water. I mean, you're not going to find them You know, but they can be walking across. I haven't seen one yet. Frank, can you believe this guy, Frank? Frank?
Will not tolerate infestation.
Exactly. Can you set aside a piece of your estate to open a gopher sanctuary? No. Oh, I do have a new, I don't know what it is. There's digging out there on the north side. It's like it's got to be a coyote or a fox. It's digging down like little paws. It's not coming up from the bottom. It's digging down like a dog would do. I don't know, and I see these different spots where it's doing it. It's not burying it. I don't know what it's doing. So don't know what that is. And I told that to my neighbor, and he just kind of laughed. He thought that was funny because it's on my property, not his. The military guy. Another earthquake in California. Let's go check it out. June 24th, which was, wow, yesterday. Yeah, a magnitude 5.6 earthquake struck Northern California. Watch Nicholas. Near Willits Redwood Valley in Mendocino County on Wednesday, June 24th at about 8:10 a.m. Pacific time. It was about 5 miles deep. It was felt widely, including around Fort Bragg and parts of Northern California. There were some injuries reported. Power outages affected thousands. There you go. There were also smaller aftershocks. Thank you, Davey. Timmy, there's nothing in it for Timmy. You know, at one time I kind of, but he's eclipsed him, really. He has. Even when he lost OC, I mean, he's come back. He's made a comeback. I don't know if he's really making money. Timmy and Pluto should reunite. It could only hurt Timmy. Dr. Bob, no, I didn't feel the earthquake. I was taking a nap. Oh, yeah, Japan had some really bad ones. So Venezuela. Quakes in Japan and Venezuela, too, really. Smiling first, red, smiling face. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Do the shakedown. Mookie, Curly. The LED capital of the world. Dr. Bob, in Gumville, the LSD capital, I was going to say LED, LSD capital of the world. I just don't have the energy. It's Curly and Mookie. You know, maybe I should tape that. I should get a clip of that. Let's see if I can. I got nothing else to do. See if I can get a clip of that. Well, then he'll say I'm playing his content. Maybe I better not. If you're gonna have to go super chat him to hear that, I guess. Timbo's views in chat seems kind of dead lately. Chigado, we need some new WWF storylines. I like listening to these old wrestlers, the ones that survived. Some of the stories they say and the problems that they had backstage, and there were some dudes there that the other wrestlers were, you know, not, I wouldn't say scared of, but they get knocked out. You know, if you don't, you got to watch your step. Remuneration. Rumination? Doc, what the hell are you talking about? Oh. Rumination means getting stuck repeatedly thinking about the same upsetting thought, problem, mistake, fear, or regret. I don't have those. Rumination is common with stress, anxiety, depression, grief, trauma, and regret. What do I think about? Well, if you have something like that, that's where therapy comes in. I was slightly depressed, but there's some things you have to go through. You can't sidestep it. You can't bury it. You have to get it out. In the verse, I mean. Oh, you read me in the verse, what you mean? There it is. I can't, some of it I don't even follow. Oh, that's cool. 43. Road Warrior Hawk was a partner. He died at age 43, yeah. Johnny Angel, yo, Bobby, where's the rat? Oh, come on, you can't call him. He had things to do today. Yeah, he's not, don't call him a rat. Not a rat. They're the ruminators. I'm not the ruminator. They're the ruminators. Morty, if you're listening, fire up a stream. I'll send them over. I got 24 people here. Morty's Diner. Live. No, nothing there. Let's see. Stop that. Okay, good. They got a transcript for Archie's show. I want to see if he brought up his divorce again. What did he have to say? Okay, here we go. 29-minute, 34-second. Somebody put up a, let me get rid of that. Somebody put up a chat, Australian millionaire e-begging in a relaxed format. He goes, well, I'm not actually, I got to tell you something. I'm not a millionaire after I put the okay. So in Australia, we got two things. You got a divorce, okay. And then you also, I've been divorced for about 4 years. Now he's back to where and I just played you the clip that he hasn't been, right? That he says, what's the quote? Let's see. After this divorce goes through, so he changes. All right, back to this. At the 29-minute, 43-second mark. And then also I've been divorced for about 4 years, in the process of divorce would probably be better put. But then you have a thing called property settlement. They're two separate things. Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. I covered it earlier. Now, our property settlement, we basically said because the kid's 18 and the youngest is 20, because the kid's 18 and the youngest is 20, well, you just said 18. Anyway, 50-50 split. You think he's going to leave anything to anyone? Okay, so what I'm saying is we're just holding out because we want to keep those investments. We don't want to get rid of your business partner. Your business partners now, and we refinanced a bit because I could see the business was going, his YouTube business is going down the tubes, okay? And I actually used some of the capital, but the agreement was put the money back. And that's what I did. I put it back into the loans, I guess the mortgages. And let's see, I got to tell you something. I want to share this with you, please. I want to share this with you. Share it, tell me. Watches aren't a good investment anymore. He finally figured that they never were. They're lousy. Okay, where's the next divorce? Okay, we've covered that. Now somebody jumped on. I don't know who it is. Let's go look. Who just jumped on? Oh, HR. HR jumps on. I just want to jump on, Paul, just to check you're okay. I didn't realize you've been divorced. Are you okay? And he goes, see you later. He was so concerned. So he booted him. I don't know who this is talking. Let's go. Oh, Mark Goldberg. Yeah, I don't tune in to listen to Mark Goldberg. You know what though? Let's see, who is this? Maybe Mark's talking about his divorce. Her family had the money, and then his second wife, they were married. And it's something else. Nobody cares, Mark. Yeah. All right, 21 people hanging in there. Oh. What do you think? Something man got something on Trump? Who? I don't know what that symbol is. What is that little, what, I got to take a screenshot of it and blow it up? Oh, Apple people? Trump's agreements with Iran. Why don't the, I don't know, tomato, is that a drink? What is that? He ratted out his crime, buddy. Oh, Johnny, give it up. Let it go. Is he all crusty? I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny. Mookie, this could be interpreted as rumination. No, I'm just killing time till I get sleepy. I don't worry about it. I'm not anxious about it. Basil's, I think he was separated. Well, he's probably been in the divorce process for 4 years, but it hasn't gone through yet. And he's packing up his belongings, and he says he's not coming back to that house. So I think there's going to be probably put on the market. Why don't there's something on it? I don't know what you're talking about, Johnny. B-Tech guy, Goldberg hops on, and I run to my laptop and I slam it shut. Davey laughs. Stephen L., here we go, top reporter. Greetings from East London. Didn't Archie say that in 2 years' time he will be entitled to 50% of his wife's 401k? Well, that depends on the agreement. Well, that's what he claims. That he wants to stay with her because of that, and she wants to stay with him because of possible sharing the inheritance that he receives. The only one that's talking is Archie. So do you believe it? Again, you just got to watch his actions. And I will be shocked if he ends up somewhere other than Mrs. Lai. Now, he may do a stopover, but he will end up in that bedroom that we've all seen. He uses to stream out of. He's got that's the son's room while he's away at college in America. Yeah, he's all over the place. Oh, juice. I still don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't know. I don't know. Small hats. I still don't know what you're talking about. Oh, you think somebody runs Trump? There's no way. Oh, okay. Let me get rid of you. Let me get rid of you while I can. No, I don't buy any of that. They run the world. They ruined your life, Johnny. They ruined your life, Johnny. You're going to blame that? Please. Yeah, you're such a great guy. Yeah, those people, right? They've ruined it for you. They took away your living. They took food out of your mouth. No, Trump got the job done. Operation Epic Fury. No nukes. There you have it. Successful. Mission accomplished. Rumination is the thief of joy. Well, you got to stop thinking. Well, that may sound silly, but you have to meditate. Thinking is the problem because that's the ego, personal ego. You're thinking, and then it becomes repetitive. You just try to, thank you, Lord, for another day of living. I will rejoice, be glad in it, and not overthink it. Davey, did we win in Iran? It's not a win-lose. It's You get under the table, and I am very comfortable that Ayatollah does not have a nuke. Now, maybe you're okay with it. I'm not. I think it job well done. Mission accomplished. Oh, Johnny is a ruminator. Yeah, Johnny's got problems. Yeah, he does. Davey Small says, I honestly don't know. There's a method to prayer, but I never ask for anything. I do prayers of affirmation because it's already mine. Because if you pray for something, what does that mean? That means you're lacking. So if you, well, if we didn't, well, I mean, I think we won, if you want to call it that, but let's get to the essence of it. It was no nukes. That's all they had to do. Just back off of that. Open up for inspections. Just give up the nuke. They weren't going to do that because why? They were going to use it. And what's the price of oil? Maybe that'll tell you if we won or lost. What was it? Got as high as what, 130? What's it today? What's it today? Oh, $69.49. It's under $70. Maybe AC will end up in a Chinese version of the villages. Well, they respect the elders over there. That could be a good content. It's going to be the same stuff. He's got to close the deal. He's going to spend the time. She'll be taking him out. They'll be together for 6 months. Can they go beyond the 6 months? I don't know. Well, you're in California. Depends what state you live in, Davey. Dr. Bob, yesterday's a memory, tomorrow is a promise. Go out and have a good day. Or, I mean, a man who lives in the past has no future. What a man does today is his tomorrow. Who was that? Well, now I got to go for 2. Come on. Crappy, fire up your stream. I don't want to leave 20 people behind. No. Well, you know, what is, I never look at the gasoline price because I don't drive that much, but I wonder what it is. Wonder what it is here. Let me go look. Let's see, the villages. What do they call those? Wholesale club. Gas. Olean prices today. Gas Buddy. Oh, let's check that out. Costco on Tetetonka Terrace. The Villages, $3.24. I guess that would be. Okay, I'm sure that's just regular. BJ's Wholesale Club, $3.24. Circle K, $3.29. Walmart Neighborhood Market, $3.31. Come down a long way. It's under $4 here. Now I got to get super unleaded, so I'm guessing mine's like 380 or something. But Costco, oh, regular. Let's check premium. Premium fuel prices for the turbo. $3.79. Not bad. BJ's Wholesale Club $3.79. Walmart $4.06. $4. I've never filled up at Wawa, and they have something even higher than premium. They got like super premium or something. Premium is $4.39. 7-Eleven $4.64. So depends where you go. And let's go to. I don't even want to look at California. There are your gasoline prices. Premium is $3.79 at the wholesale club of your choice, and regular is $3.24. And it's going to go lower. Thank you, President. El President Trump. Bob doesn't have the. Well, actually, Jax could. That would be between you, Bob, and Jax. Instead of announcing maybe to everyone that you're going to stream every other day, just stream when you want to. Keep the other people off balance a little bit. Mookie like cookie. Mock Lobster. Look up Zaza in China. Daily routine of low-income, single, no friends guy in China. He even looks like AC3. I'm going to have to look that up. I'm finally starting to get tired. Good thing about the fitness workout, it's like I call it the office, but I can go in anytime I want, but I have to get it done. Zaza in China? Oh, wow. Well, he's Chinese. He doesn't look. Yeah, he's a little got some weight there. Oh, Archie should be watching this. I should put a link of this in the description. I'll do that after I get off the air. My last weekend alone in China's mega city, saying goodbye 4 weeks ago. He's got a $300 apartment now, and he was in a $1,300 apartment. Moving alone to a new city in China at 36. Archie ain't 36 anymore, no more. Zaza in China. Today is my last day in this city. I cook one final meal in my small apartment, pack everything I own into a few bags and boxes. I say goodbye to the place I've called home for years. As night falls, I take one last walk through the city before starting a completely new chapter in my life. I left Las Vegas. You can do it. The next morning, I fly across China to Chengdu, Chengdu, one of the most vibrant cities in the country, famous for giant pandas, spicy hot pot, and a slower but exciting lifestyle. Everything here already feels different. In this episode, I experienced the emotional side of moving alone at 36. Well, try it when you're, how old was I when I got here? Like 60. How old was I? I got here in 20. 6 years ago. So 68? No, it's whatever. 72 minus 6. I was in my 60s, mid-60s. Leaving behind a familiar life to arrive at a city full of unknowns and possibilities. See, it can be done. But it's easier when you're younger. Or when you got some money. At least the guy's smiling. Hope he doesn't have a personality disorder. McLobster, at least this Zaza guy does. Gonzo, AC3 is beached. Oh, please don't recruit him. Don't recruit him over to the Curly show. Please be kind to this guy. The Chicago call weeds. Oz is what the something weed. All right, we're down to 14 people. Spiritually centered, try to educate others on what they're dealing with. I observe